Hi students, welcome you to this class. In today's session, let us learn the lesson, The Best Christmas Present in the World. This lesson depicts the war story with the Christmas festival in the backdrop. In this lesson, the author was in search of the roll-top desk and one day he found it in the junk shop. Junk shop is the shop that sells the junk material. The material that is old or that is used. So author brought this roll-top desk and he got it for a cheap price. He did not buy the new roll-top desk because they were all expensive, they were costly, so he brought the old roll-top desk. But this roll-top desk was in a bad condition. Its one leg was repaired, it was mended. Mended means repaired, and it had all scorch marks, that is burn marks on it. So author on the Christmas Eve said to repair it. And as he was repairing it, in the drawer he found a black tin box. And in that box there was an envelope. And in the envelope there was a letter. The author, out of curiosity, he opened the envelope and he read the letter, although he knew that it was not correct to read somebody's letter. So this letter was written by Jim Macpherson to his wife Connie. Jim Macpherson was a soldier. He was in the English army and he was away from Connie, and he had written this letter to tell her the wonderful thing that had happened on the Christmas day. The other army, that was the German soldiers, had come out from their trenches, from their hiding place in the no man's land, and they were wishing the English soldiers Happy Christmas. Then they both the soldiers, both the armies came together and they celebrated the Christmas. They enjoyed the drinks, the sweets, the cakes, sausages, and they also sang the carols. This shows how both the armies were longing for peace. They hated the wars even though they fought the wars. So they decided to play the football match, because in football match no one dies, no children are orphaned, no wives become widows. So instead of playing or fighting the war, they wanted to play the football match and resolve the war. And then they played the match. The match was played between the Tommies and the Frieds. Tommies were the English soldiers and the Frieds were the German soldiers. And Hans Wolf was the leader of these German soldiers. So Tommies and Frieds played the football match and the Frieds won the football match. And after that, of course, they went in their own trenches and they fought the war. Okay. Now, when the author read this letter, he became very emotional and he wanted to give this letter to the owner of the letter. So he went to Bridport where Connie stayed. When he went there, he found that Connie's house was burnt in fire and Connie was not there. From the sources, he came to know that Connie was in the nursing home. So he went there to see Connie. The staff at the nursing home was surprised because for many years there was no visitor for Connie. Now the author went to Connie and he sat beside her and he told her about the letter, and he also read the letter for her, but Connie seemed to be not concentrating on what he was reading. Rather, she was thinking about Jim Macpherson, her husband, and she thought that the author is Jim Macpherson, her husband. And she kissed his hand, thinking that he is Jim Macpherson, her husband. The author did not say anything or tell anything about his identity. He accepted what she said in order not to disturb her mind. Now, Jim Macpherson, before he joined as a soldier, he worked as a teacher in the Dorset, that is in England, and Hans Wolf was a Frieds leader, who was a German soldier's leader. He played cello in the orchestra. And then these two joined the army. Now this story makes us realize that how the soldiers long for peace, how they hate the wars even though they fight, how they miss their family and how the families long for their people. Now in this story we have seen that Jane Macpherson has written a letter to Connie to tell her the wonderful thing that had happened. Now what was this wonderful thing? That the Fritz had wished them happy Christmas and they celebrated the Christmas and they played the football match. All these things he wanted to tell his wife Connie, and so he wrote a letter. The letter was there in the roll top desk. The roll top desk was brought by the author from the junk shop. And when the author found this letter, he wanted to give it to Connie, and he went to the nursing home to give this letter to Connie. And what does Connie call the best Christmas present is the author whom she thought was her husband, Jane Macpherson. Okay, and here are the meanings of the difficult words. Spotted means found. Junk shop is a shop selling junk materials. Roll top desk is a desk with a sliding cover. Expensive means costly. Mended means repaired. Scorch marks means burn marks. Trenches is hiding place, and resolve means settle. So this is all about the lesson, the best Christmas present in the world. I hope you have understood it. If you have really understood, share it with your friends and comment. Thank you.